Well, I miss my court date 'cause I never received a letter. Now the bondsman and the judge told me I should have known better.
So, dude, you're about to play a private backyard concert for us. How did that even come about?
Well, it's one of my favorite things ever, really. I mean, in music. I play with a band, and when I moved out to West Texas, I kind of shook things up with those guys. And so we don't get to play as often. And while I've been out there, I've been kind of, finding myself as a solo artist, I guess. The artist finally known as Tony Drewry is what one of my friends called it. It made me laugh. So, I kind of had worked on things on my own, been writing some new music, and a lot of ways, we've as a band, we've been playing together for about 10 years, and we never practice. We just
show up and do it.
We show up and we learn new songs in front of people, and that's just kind of the way we've always done it.
Yeah.
And but we would make a video, like if he wrote a new song, I'd make a video of myself playing it, and I send it to the guys, and then they would kind of get an idea about it. But first time we ever played it together would always be on stage in front of people.
Sure.
So I started making some videos like that, and then some of the stuff makes the cut, some of it doesn't.
Yeah. And
so the ones that didn't, like I kind of kept, I kept honing them and writing some new stuff that's inspired by life in the desert and on the border and all that.
Yeah.
And so I started, had some interest in that and set up a show with some friends of mine, and just a nice intimate setting, sitting around a campfire. And
okay, I think I saw that.
In a backyard in Austin.
Okay, cool.
And I've just really, I prefer that to playing in a, like solo. I'm really not much of a guitar player. Don't tell anybody.
Okay, your secret's safe with me.
I'm the rhythm guitar player in the band, and I sing and I write some stuff, but it really does sound better with the band. But
sure.
You get a chance to tell some stories in a really different way when you write songs. So I love this backyard setting. Just a lot of friends coming over, having some fun, having some beers, and getting to listen to some cool stories.
Well, I was going to ask you about that because I know you mentioned like you like to sing, but then you like to tell stories, and so I didn't know if that meant telling stories through your songs, or like will you sit here and kind of strum along and tell us some good stories like you shared with us in Big Bend?
Both.
Okay.
And some of the stories will be kind of like, and I call it like I learned this from another guy. It's a stream of consciousness show.
Okay.
There's no set list, and I know what I want to say, but whatever comes up, and sometimes I'll tell you the story of how I came to play somebody else's song, or how I wrote, how a song was inspired, or just something funny that's a little slice of life in the desert that most people probably don't know. So it may actually be, and tonight may be one of those where it's actually more stories than it is songs.
Okay.
And but you keep the guitar to kind of break it up and make it something that'll stick in your head.
So I know you're obviously doing this here in our backyard, but then I saw you were doing this at some breweries and stuff too, right?
Yes.
So people can find you out and about, right?
Yeah, I'm not that's why they call me the Scorpion, because I seem like I'm everywhere, but I can be real hard to find. I'm follow me on Instagram. I'm not real good at promoting the solo stuff, and I do all the promotion for the band, which is Shotgun Friday, by the way.
Yeah.
And so I spend a lot more time on that than I do the solo shows. But solo shows are kind of underground, and lucky when you hear about it, I guess.
Sure. So if somebody saw this and wanted to engage with you to come do this in their backyard, is that something you do?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Anything's possible.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We can't wait to see how all this goes down.
I can't wait to jam for you.
Awesome. Thank you, Tony.